Did you know that some of the fruits you think are healthy could actually be putting your life at risk, especially after the age of 60? That's right. As we get older, our body becomes more sensitive to sugar, acidity, and even certain natural compounds in fruits. I'm Dr. Michael Trent, and today I'm sounding the alarm on 7 fruits that may be silently harming your health. Just last week, I treated a 69-year-old man who collapsed after breakfast. He had no idea the fruit in his smoothie was interfering with his heart medication. This happens more often than you'd think. Seniors are unknowingly consuming fruits that spike blood sugar, upset digestion, and mess with critical medications. Today, I'm breaking it all down. What fruits to avoid, why they're risky after 60, and what safer alternatives you can enjoy instead. And trust me, number 7 is something almost every senior has in their kitchen right now. Before we dive in, drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from. It's always inspiring to see this community of health-conscious seniors growing around the world. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical, doctor-backed health advice made just for people over 60. Now let's jump into the first fruit on our list. It looks exotic and refreshing, but it can be toxic to the aging body. Number 1, star fruit, a hidden neurotoxin. Star fruit may look like a fun, tropical snack, but for seniors, it's a dangerous trap. This fruit contains a neurotoxin called caramboxin, and if your kidneys aren't functioning at 100%, it can accumulate in your system and cause real damage. Now here's the problem. Many seniors don't even know they have reduced kidney function. 1 in 3 people over 60 already has some decline in kidney health. And when your kidneys can't flush out caramboxin properly, symptoms like confusion, vomiting, and even seizures can show up. One of my patients, Robert, age 72, thought he was being healthy by adding star fruit to his breakfast. Within days, he started feeling dizzy, forgetful, and couldn't sleep. His family brought him in, and we realized his kidneys were overwhelmed. After stopping the star fruit, his symptoms cleared up in 48 hours. This isn't just rare, it's common enough that the National Kidney Foundation warns seniors specifically to avoid star fruit. If you've ever felt foggy or tired after eating tropical fruits, this might be why. So what should you eat instead? Try dragon fruit. It gives you the same tropical feel without the dangerous neurotoxins. Or opt for crisp Asian pears, which are gentle on the kidneys and high in fiber. If you or someone you know has ever had an odd reaction to star fruit, share it in the comments. Now let's move to fruit number 2, which is way more common and way more sneaky. Number 2, grapes, the sweet sugar spike. Grapes seem harmless, right? They're bite-sized, juicy, and refreshing. But did you know that just 1 cup of grapes contains over 20 grams of sugar? For seniors, that kind of sugar rush can wreak havoc, especially if you're living with diabetes or prediabetes, which affects nearly half of all seniors in America. One of my patients, Linda, age 68, swapped her afternoon cookies for a bowl of grapes thinking it was a smart move. But within weeks, her blood sugar was spiking, her vision blurred, and she had zero energy. Grapes may be natural, but they digest quickly and send sugar straight into the bloodstream. And if that wasn't enough, grapes are also a choking hazard. Their small, round shape and slippery skin make them one of the top causes of fruit-related choking in older adults. Our swallowing reflex slows down as we age, and eating grapes whole can be risky. Instead of grapes, go for berries. Blueberries and raspberries have much less sugar and are packed with antioxidants that support memory and reduce inflammation. If you still want grapes occasionally, always cut them into quarters and pair them with a protein source like almonds or cottage cheese to stabilize your blood sugar. Have you ever felt tired or dizzy after snacking on grapes? Let me know. Your story might help someone else. Now, fruit number 3 is one of the most praised for immune health, but for many seniors, it leads to heartburn, damaged teeth, and medication failure. Let's talk about oranges. Number 3, oranges, the acid reflux trigger. Oranges might seem like the go-to fruit for vitamin C, but for many seniors, they're more trouble than they're worth. As we age, the muscle that keeps stomach acid from creeping up into the esophagus weakens. That's why over 60% of seniors experience acid reflux, and citrus fruits like oranges are one of the worst triggers. Marianne, a 74-year-old patient of mine from New Jersey, drank a glass of fresh orange juice every morning. She thought she was protecting her immune system, but within weeks, she was waking up at night with chest pain, throat burning, and sour-tasting burps. Classic acid reflux. Once she cut oranges out, her symptoms vanished. But the issues don't stop there. Oranges also interact with more than 50 common medications, blood pressure meds, cholesterol drugs, and antidepressants among them. Eating oranges too close to when you take these medications can change how well the medicine is absorbed or metabolized, which puts your health at risk. And let's not forget your teeth. Citrus acids weaken enamel, which becomes thinner with age. If you're already sensitive to hot or cold foods, oranges can make that worse. So what's better? Red bell peppers are actually higher in vitamin C than oranges and much easier on the stomach. Kiwis are another excellent alternative, gentler, nutrient-dense, and not as acidic. If you still love your morning orange, at least water it down by half and never drink it on an empty stomach. Now let's move to a fruit that's praised as a superfood, but might actually be adding weight, throwing off your meds, and even triggering allergies. Number 4, avocados, the silent fat bomb. Avocados have gotten a lot of good press. Yes, they contain heart-healthy fats, but here's the truth. Seniors don't need as many calories as they used to. One medium avocado packs nearly 250 calories. That's more than a breakfast for most older adults. Take Gary, a 70-year-old client from Denver. He started eating avocado toast daily, thinking it was a clean breakfast. Within 3 months, he gained 10 pounds. That weight put added stress on his knees, worsened his back pain, and even spiked his cholesterol. Now here's the kicker. Avocados are rich in vitamin K, which interferes with blood thinners like warfarin. If you're taking anticoagulants and you eat too much avocado, you're at risk of blood clots or medication failure. That's not something to take lightly. And for seniors with a latex allergy, which is more common than you think, avocados can trigger cross reactions. If you've ever noticed itchiness, swelling, or digestive discomfort after eating avocado, this could be the reason. Safer options? Use olive oil for healthy fat instead. Or snack on a small handful of almonds, which offers similar nutrients without the calorie overload or medication risk. And if you do eat avocado, limit your portion to no more than 1/4 of a fruit per day. Now let's move to a fruit that's cool, juicy, and beloved in summer. But for seniors, it can throw off hydration and blood sugar fast. Number 5, watermelon, the fluid and sugar imbalance. Watermelon seems harmless, right? It's over 90% water and feels refreshing. But here's the truth. It has one of the highest glycemic indexes among fruits. That means it spikes your blood sugar fast, just like candy or soda. Betty, 78, from Phoenix, started eating watermelon daily during a heat wave to stay hydrated. But she soon developed leg swelling, shortness of breath, and felt exhausted. A hospital visit revealed she was retaining too much fluid, and the high potassium in watermelon wasn't helping her already stressed heart. Betty didn't know that watermelon's natural sugars, combined with its potassium, can overwhelm the system of a senior with heart or kidney issues. It's sweet, but it doesn't behave like a gentle fruit in the body. And for seniors on diuretics or heart medications, that excess water and potassium can lead to swelling, fatigue, and even irregular heartbeats. Around 40% of seniors have some form of kidney dysfunction, and too much watermelon can silently stress those organs. So what's a better choice for hydration and sweetness? Try cucumber-infused water with mint. It hydrates without sugar, or frozen blueberries for a cool snack with antioxidants. If you love watermelon, limit your portion to half a cup, eat it with a protein like cheese, and never consume it close to bedtime to avoid fluid retention. Have you ever noticed bloating or tiredness after eating watermelon? If so, you're not alone. Now let's move on to fruit number 6, one that's marketed for digestion, but may actually be making things worse. Number 6, papaya, the digestive disruptor. Papaya contains an enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins. Sounds great, right? But for seniors, this enzyme can do more harm than good. Papaya interacts with blood thinners, diabetes medications, and even certain antibiotics, amplifying or weakening their effects. Helen, a 71-year-old from San Diego, came to me complaining of unstable blood sugar and low blood pressure. We discovered she'd been eating papaya every day to help her digestion, but the papain was interfering with how her medications were being absorbed. Once she stopped, her symptoms stabilized within days. And here's something most people don't know. Papaya can trigger allergic reactions in seniors with latex sensitivities. The proteins in papaya are similar to those in latex, and up to 35% of seniors with a latex allergy react to papaya too. Reactions range from mouth itching and digestive pain to more serious breathing issues. Finally, even if you don't have a medication or allergy issue, papaya can still upset your gut, Many of my older patients report that after turning 60, papaya started giving them gas, reflux, and stomach pain instead of relief. So what's safer? Go for plain probiotic-rich yogurt, fermented veggies like sauerkraut or ginger tea, all of which aid digestion without the medication interference. If you still want papaya, start with just 2 to 3 small pieces and never eat it on an empty stomach. Now we've reached fruit number 7, the most common breakfast fruit on the planet. But if you're over 60, it might be quietly overloading your system with potassium and sugar. Let's talk bananas. Number 7, bananas, the potassium overload. Bananas are easy, convenient, and loaded with potassium. But for seniors, especially those with kidney issues or on heart meds, too much potassium can lead to a dangerous condition called hyperkalemia. James, 74, had been eating 2 bananas a day for energy. Then one morning he felt lightheaded and had a racing heart. ER tests showed his potassium was way too high, putting him at risk for cardiac arrest. Bananas also spike blood sugar quickly because they're high in fast-digesting carbs. This leads to an energy crash, something seniors can't afford. Instead, snack on strawberries or blueberries, which have antioxidants and fiber with less sugar and potassium. Or try baked sweet potatoes for lasting energy and more stable blood sugar. If you must eat bananas, stick to half and avoid eating them on an empty stomach. Now let's recap. Your body changes as you age. Slower metabolism, weaker digestion, and more medications. That's why fruits like star fruit, grapes, oranges, avocados, watermelon, papaya, and bananas can silently work against your health. The solution? Make safer swaps. Berries instead of grapes or bananas, bell peppers instead of oranges, cucumber water instead of watermelon yogurt, or ginger tea instead of papaya. Small choices lead to big improvements in energy, blood sugar, digestion, and heart health. Being mindful doesn't mean cutting out fruit, it means eating smarter. Your health is your wealth. Don't wait until symptoms appear. Start making better fruit choices today. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share your experience in the comments. Let's grow stronger together. I'm Dr. Michael Trent. Stay informed, stay empowered, and stay healthy. Your future self will thank you.